She knocked again and rattled the door handle. "Come on, you know how much help I require in matters of bird." First the snail-baited hen, then the wardrobe accident, and now Thomas's accident. What is it they say about the power of threes? A shuffle came from the other side of the door. Quietly the latch unlocked. The door opened, it didn't swing wide, and Ada squinted out at her. Wariness crossed her face, and Elsie thought she might close the door on her. But then a flicker of a smile appeared. "Don't tell me you've killed another one," she said. Elsie held out her hands, beckoning. "This one is plenty healthy. Too healthy. Come see." Ada didn't move. She looked over her shoulder back into the house, as though consulting with someone unseen. "Please," Elsie said. "After last night She shuddered. "I'd really love some company." The door inched closed, and Elsie's heart sank. But Ada was moving her feet, and Elsie realized she was fishing a pair of shoes from behind the door. She slipped them on and came outside. At the top step, Ada's eyes flicked to her, almost embarrassed, and Elsie gave her what she hoped was a most encouraging, most trustworthy smile. Perhaps she was also trying to convince herself. A modern lady is also a welcoming, open-minded lady. In the light of day, dressed in a plain fitted blue dress, an unmistakable bulge was visible at Ada's middle. Elsie felt a quiet sense of awe. It wasn't huge, like a lady ready to drop any day, but it was well enough along, well enough to have nothing to do except wait. "How's your husband?" Ada asked. "A little stiff and sore, but he's trying to hide it. His biggest injury is his pride." "And the car?" "Not such an escape from harm, I'm afraid. It's a write-off." "I suppose it's a big tree." "Barely even missing any bark," Elsie said. Together they crossed the yard. Elsie was aware of how very bright it seemed, how open the yard was. They really needed that fence. It would offer so much more privacy. When he'd finished licking his wounds from the accident, she must chase that up with Thomas. He'd been so busy of late he had probably forgotten to follow up with the builder. They reached the chook pen. In slatted light beneath the limbs of the gum tree and hidden from the street by Elsie and Thomas's house, Elsie sensed Ada relax. "In here," Elsie said, opening the gate. Ada followed her in. "Look, in the nest." Ada looked. She propped her hands on her hips and surveyed the hen with suspicious curiosity. "Your chook needs a calendar," she said. "It's autumn." From inside the nesting box, the hen stared back at them with defiance. Her head was a beady-eyed lump upon her flattened-out body, feathers rounded protectively. "They don't have babies in autumn?" Elsie asked. "Spring or summer they'll go broody usually," Ada observed the squatting hen. "How many eggs is she sitting on?" "I don't know," Elsie said. "She won't let me see." "What do you mean she won't let you? Her brain is the size of a split pea." "Every time I get near her, she pecks me," Elsie protested. To illustrate, she showed Ada the backs of her hands. Small red welts peppered her skin. Ada crouched in front of the hen, whose feathers fluffed to double their size. The bird made a threatening, drawn-out squawking sound. "Hush, for heaven's sake," Ada said and slipped her hand beneath the hen. Too startled to react in time, the animal could only protest by way of defiant, strangled noises. Ada withdrew her hand. Propping her hands on her knees, she made to stand but struggled. Elsie extended her hands, and after a beat, Ada took hold. Elsie hauled her upright. They both staggered. "Well," Ada began, briskly brushing dirt and straw from the front of her dress. "I counted." "How many?" "None." "None? She's sitting on thin air." Elsie laughed. The hen continued to stare them down without a skerrick of remorse. "Are the others still laying somewhere?" Ada asked. "A few days ago I found a couple of eggs in the sand behind the box, but nothing yesterday or the day before." "So she's putting them off laying." "Yes," Elsie said, suddenly feeling cross. "This is not good enough." Ada said, "You've got a couple of options. You could put some fertilized eggs under."